Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hexcells Infinite. Let us continue. We did 6-2 last time without making any mistakes. Actual video proof that I don't have to cheat every time, which is kind of nice. One of the things I've thought about too is I wish there was a better way to interact with my audience here, where I could say pause the video now and see if you can figure it out on pen and paper. And you could do that, but frankly, it would be a waste of your time. If you really want to try to compete with me, pause the video now, go buy Hexcells Infinite, play up to 6-3 by watching my previous videos and seeing if you can do it with less mistakes or figure it out quicker than me. And then when you get up to 6-3, try it, see how long and how many mistakes it takes you, and then hit play and watch me do it a lot worse. Almost certainly I'm going to do it worse than anyone else. I mean, I do have some skill, probably a lot of skill in logic puzzles, but also I'm sitting here talking and trying to be as entertaining as possible while doing an hour-long potential puzzle. A potentially hour-long puzzle. See, these small ones are deceptive. I can almost guarantee you what's going on here is that there is no real way to even get into this without calculating almost everything. I think that's what I'm guessing. Well, for instance, this 4, if there's 2 here and 2 here, that'd be 4. But if there isn't 2 here, if we prove that one of the 2 touching this is not these 2, then we have to include this. So that's part of it. Same is true here. If we can prove that these 2 are not included, and one of these 2 are not included, then we have to include that. How about this 2? Nothing really there. And this 2 and this 3. But no, it feels very much like you have to calculate everything. All the numbers are too small. This 3. This 2. And we're not being given enough numbers. I mean, it really feels like you're gonna just end up starting with a guess. That your first move seems impossibly far away. The biggest number on the board is this. That seems like the most logical one. Let's say there was 3 here of this 4. One of them has to be here. Then at least one has to be here. If there's 3 here, then there doesn't have to be anything there. And then there's nothing else that says anything. So, at the very least, I think, I'm not sure if this is right or not, but at the very least, since we know there doesn't have to be one here, but we know there has to be one here, isn't that proof that this has to be included? No, it isn't. Seriously, first guess. First move was a guess. us to this. And then that 2 gets rid of these 2. Does this 2 get rid of this? Yes. Does this 3 solve anything for us? No. So I imagine this 3 actually was the way to get into this. But I have no certainty on that. This 2 allows us into this section because this and this can't be consecutive. So that's in. That doesn't really help anything now. It could be, let's see, could be helpful here though. This 4 is now, has to be this. And then this 3 means that there probably is 1 here, and there's probably 1 here. But let's say there was 2 here. I mean, that can't be the case. There can only be 1 here. And there can only be 1 here, so there has to be 1 here. Between those 2. Or, I mean, there could be 2 here and none there. So I can't get rid of these 2. How about this? If there was 2 here, would that help? Or would that help? How about this? If there was 2 here, then there would only be 1 here. I just don't see the next step. I think mostly because the next step wasn't the step I started with. I think I've started in the middle of this puzzle and I'm working my way forward and backward at the same time. Was there something that could have been derived from this? Well, 2 non-consecutive means there could have only been 1 here. And then 3 could have been here. And it could be this and this, or it could be this and this. Or it could be this and this and this and this and this and this. So there's a whole bunch of options there. Yeah, I don't see how you calculate this. Right. Well, we know there's 1 here and there's 1 here. And if we found out it was here, then it would be here and it would be there, just like that. Or the other way around, if we found out it was here, we could skip that one and that one. Right. So if we know there's only 1 here, and we know at most there could be 2 here, and we know at most there could be 2 here, that doesn't tell us anything. Yeah, nothing solves that. This 3, however, comes back and adds these 2. So now we have some more info. There has to be 1 here, right? And there has to be 1 here, so these 2 are out. So we still don't know what that is, but we've eliminated a couple. Does this 3 tell us anything? How about this 1? No. How about this 2? Not a thing. How about this 3? So we solved this one, I think, at the beginning. I think we were supposed to have solved this one next. And then from solving this one to this point, we're supposed to derive something from this. Let's see. there has to be one that gives that one 1. And then we need 3 more here. So there has to be 2 on one of these and 1 on one of these, which means what? Of this one, there could only be 1 here, I believe is what that means. So there's 1 here and 2 here and 1 here to make 4. That only leaves either this one or this one remaining. So one of those has to be here, and then that really doesn't stop or change the solution for this. But since we know there's 1 here, that means the 3rd one could be here or here. If the 3rd one was, and the 3rd one can't be here, because then this 2 here, 1 here, only one of these can be 1. Just the way it's set up. I mean, I guess the 3rd one could be here. It could be there. I think in general, though, we can go ahead and just guess this isn't going to be here. Really? Second mistake. Made a second mistake, and you know what? It's just because I'm not seeing the info. Now that that second guess has eliminated this, I can come back and resolve this. So maybe we were supposed to solve this first. So maybe it was somehow supposed to go here, and then this, which now includes this, and this was supposed to somehow work together to getting us to this point. Well, that 3 is done. And let's see. This one could be here or could be here. This one could be here or could be here. If it was here, then this one, I think, no, it could still be here, couldn't it? Yeah, I could still do that, or it could do that, and then there could be the one there. Either way works. Either way works just fine. How about this? Maybe this one here solves it. Well, it solves this piece. Maybe this is what I've overlooked. Now that we know there's 1 here, because we've solved this, we know there can't be 1 here and there can't be 1 here. There's 2. I don't know if it's ready to be solved. Let's see. Well, this 3 needs to touch 3 and only one of them can be here, so these 2 are in. And then this 2 is only touching 2, so it's already in 2. That gets rid of this and satisfies this. This is now satisfied also. This 2 gets rid of this. So solving this, maybe a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this, and then getting back to this was the right way to do it. And at some point you probably would have gone here, here, maybe a little of that, maybe a little of that, then that. So what did that just do? It got rid of this part, so I can now say that's in. Which then, because it's non-consecutive, takes this out and puts this in and resolves that. This 4 now can have 1 here or 1 here. Either way, the the other one's going to be here. This 3, however, needs it here and here. And because of that, this 3 isn't useful at all. So either I went backwards or something, because this 3, I guess at this point you would have included this. Ah, I see. So you would have started here, gone a little here, gone a little here, solved this, gotten to this point, used this to solve this, then solve the rest of this. So it does feel like there's some logic here. This one's already touching 4, so that one's out. This 3 then includes that one. Get rid of that. This 3 also has already been satisfied, so it gets rid of these 2. And this 4 here is touching 1 here and 1 here, and thus it needs these 2 included. We really didn't need to do that though. This 3's already been satisfied. This 4 is only touching 4, so we could have marked it anyways. So there's 2 remaining, and we made 2 mistakes, and I really hate that. I really, really hate that, because, man, at 2 mistakes, if I had just not made 1 more, so we know this one and this one are included. This 4 would have helped us solve this again, but I don't feel like we would have needed it. And this 3 would have helped us. So I will be 3 short until I go back and solve that puzzle. Let's see. That one's just going to be dulled out. Let's move forward though. That was only 17 minutes. And if this puts us over the 30-minute mark, which it almost certainly will, we will be well set for the next recording, which should be our last, I believe. Here we have a 3 that's going through 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It could be 1, 2, skip 1, or 1, 2, skip 1. Either way, this one and this one are in. What else do we have that we know for certain? Like 7 here minus 5, 3 here minus 2, 10 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, plus another 4. Well, this 4 here actually helps more than the 10 does, because there's only 4 here. That's in. This 7 is touching 4 now. This 6 is touching 4. Nothing useful there. This 4 minus this 4 means all of these are out. There we go. This 5 minus this 5 means all of these are out. So what I figured out is if you right click, it makes the woodwind type instrument, and if you left click, it makes the piano type instrument. This is kind of cool for audio feedback. This 4 minus this 4 eliminates these. Let's see. There's gonna be 1 on this side and 1 on this side. So there could be 1 here and 1 here to satisfy that, or 1 here and 1 here to satisfy that. But there could also be this and this, and then this there, and yeah, there's just too many possibilities there. could solve this one that gets rid of... Actually, this one might help with this a little bit. If there's one here, and can only be one here, that's 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't that it? Does that have to be it? No, because it could be there's none here. Yeah. So that's not ready to be tried. This 11 minus 8, that would be 3. This 5, this one has only 1, this is 6. This one has 4 here, so we can include all those. Let's try this. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. But with this 1, that gives us only 1 here at most. And then 1, 2, 3, plus that 1 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It does include all of these. Then this 10 now has only 1 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So wait a minute. If I just count the blue ones now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then if you were certain that there was 1 here, that would be, let's see, there's a decent chance, but not 100% chance, because it could be here. But if I get 1 more here anywhere, this one gets rid of this. At least that helps a little bit. How about this 10? Does this help any? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, that doesn't help. How about this 5? This 5 solution will quickly solve it if we could just get 1 more piece of the puzzle. And I think we do have 1 more piece of the puzzle. This 2 says that while we don't know which one it is, there has to be 1 here. So 1 between these 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Eliminates this and eliminates this. It also eliminates this and this. Nice. This 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 between those 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That includes this one. Now, so we know that's resolved. That means these 2 are gone. That means this 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That 10 eliminates this. This 9 eliminates nothing. This 10 doesn't really eliminate anything anymore. but it does help us with this to include this. This 4 also includes this. That's satisfied. That's satisfied. So we got this, almost this whole section cleared. What's the next step? At most there's 2 here, and at most there's 4 here. And it feels like if we could figure out this, we work our way backwards into the central one. Let's see, we have 3 non-consecutive here, but that doesn't help us any right now. There's 3 here. Maybe this does help us. If I did 2 here, skip that. That's true. Or if I do 2 here, then skip that one, Because there's 2 non-consecutive right here, this is effectively a 6 non-consecutive that then gets turned into a 3 non-consecutive. And 3 non-consecutive again tells us that this one and this one have to be included. We know that there's one somewhere over here already to match that 2. And then we know that there has to be one here to match this 2. So this means that this can't be part of it. That one's out. Then that means this 2 includes this, which then turns around and works with the one we just found nicely. This 2 then includes this, which then helps this one. This one includes this for the same reason as before. Let's see. This one gets rid of this one gets rid of this one gets rid of these 2, this one includes this 2 gets rid of these 2. This one is touching 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Don't want to make a mistake. This one is only touching 3 now, so that's in. This 4 is only surrounded by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means this, and this are gone. This one includes this one. There's only one in this circumference, so it has to be these 2, so that one's gone. This 2 includes this one now, gets rid of that. There we go. And I have a feeling this 5, in theory, might come down and help me a little bit, but I'm not sure. This 2 doesn't help this, but this 2 has to include this one, and this gets rid of that. Alright, this one here was resolved a while ago. Let's get rid of these 2. This 0 gets rid of these. This one includes this one, this 2 includes this one. And this 2 tells us what? Well, this 2 non-consecutive gets rid of this. And this 4 doesn't do anything to this, but this 3 includes this. Then this means 2 are in its area, so these 2 are gone. That helps us sneak into this section. We know from this 2 that it can only be here and here. Can't be this and this, otherwise this would be a 2, or this and this, otherwise that would be a 2. So that and that gets rid of that 2. So that leaves only 2 remaining here in this whole section. feel like we're gonna pretty quickly break into this middle section, but we may not. It may be the last thing we do. How about this 2 non-consecutive here? Nope, that doesn't help. We know this, because it's 2 non-consecutive, includes this. So that's somewhat helpful. And we know this 4 minus 2 means there's only 2 here. And then this means there has to be 1 here. So there has to be 1 here because there's only 1 more space. So this is included. Could be either one of these, but it can't be this. This 1 also eliminates that. This one. And so then this one includes that one. There we go. This 1 gets rid of this. This 2 is now only touching 2. This one's now satisfied, so that goes away. And that gets us slightly in this section. Notice how we're just dancing around it. Dancing in circles around it. 5 this way, but only 1 this way. Because 7 here, minus this 8 here, and we know one of them's here, gets rid of these 2. Now, suppose it could be 2 here. Let's see. But this 4 has been filled in. Let's just double check. These 4 have been filled in of the 5. So there's only 1 here. And we know that one of these has to be this one of these 2, because otherwise you can't satisfy this 3. So that means that's out of the picture, and that's out of the picture. That means this is including this now. This, because it's 2 consecutive, includes this, and gets rid of this. This 5 doesn't quite tell us anything. This 2 doesn't quite tell us anything. But this 3 tells us something. 8 minus 11, 9, 10, 11, that's 3. There's only 3 slots here, so these 2 should be in. So does this 5 tell us anything? Not yet. Just what we already know. This 4 could have 3 here, but it's unlikely. What does this say? This 2 means there's 1 here, and then this 3 means there's 4. So the 5th one could be here or here, between those 2. So when I do this, we know that there's 1 here between those 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then number 5 has to be here, right? Yeah. So if one of them has to be right here to be included, is it this one, which would then match this and work with this? No. Or yes. Or no. Or yes. Number 4 has to be here. Number 5 has to be here. If number 5 was here, then this couldn't be part of the puzzle. If number 5 was in either one of those spaces, then this would have to be the other solution. So the irritants here is just what we know. But what I'm looking at doesn't matter. I'm just looking at the wrong thing completely. 7 minus 8 says there's only 1. And 2 tells me there can only be 1 here. So that means, well, this one of these two has to be 1 to satisfy this. It's also going to satisfy this, which means this is out. This 2 now tells us this is in. This 3 gets rid of that. That 2 would have gotten rid of it too. So that's satisfied. So this 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tells me that there has to be 1 and only 1 in here. And that could be 1 here, or it could be 1 here, and 1 here. And this 5 tells me what? That this 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3 requires 2 more, which then says there has to be 1 here, and there has to be 1 here. So 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5 gives rid of that. So this one's been satisfied. This one's been satisfied. Now this 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets rid of these two. And we sneak back into this section, dancing around the center again. This one includes this one. This one knows that there's only 1 here. So that means this is out of the picture. And this is already touching 1, so that's out of the picture. So that's in the picture. There we go. So we know from this 4 that there's 3 in this column. But it still feels like far too much of a complicated process to try to calculate the 5 inside the center. But we may very well have to do it. Let's go ahead and turn some things off. Clear the board a little bit here. We have 7 here on this 9 minus this 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we can eliminate 1 from this, just 1, that's all we need to do. Then the rest of these will be marked as part of it. Has this 5 been satisfied? Yes, it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means this is all gone. That means this 9 now includes these. How about this 4? Has this been satisfied now? Yes, it has. How about this 3? Nope. Not quite yet. We're done with this. How about this 2? Nope, not yet. This 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Still far away from that one. 3, 7, Well, this 7 only has 2 remaining here. So nothing there. How about this 5? If I got rid of one more, this 5 would help. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Or actually, so I probably need to get rid of 2 more. Then this 4 still needs some work. The 7 needs some work. Well, for instance, like 1, 2, 3, 4, there could be 4 here for that. That doesn't help. How about this 3 overlapping with this? Let's try this for a second. 1, 2, and then 3 here. That's the only possible solution. And then that gives us 1. Yeah, it doesn't help at all, does it? We know there's 1 here that potentially does nothing. That potentially does nothing. This 8, how about this? If I got rid of one of these, I think, yeah, the rest are actually, because of this, since we know there's only 1 between these 2, we already know these are included. Excellent. This 4 here includes this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4 gets rid of those 2. I think we can probably get rid of that safely. So, does that help with this 7 yet? How about this 3? This 3 has been satisfied. Now 1, 2, 3. It gets rid of this, 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 and this. Just a whole row of question marks. So 5 now. 1, 2, nope. 3, 4, 5. We still got some work to do with that. How about this 7? 3 plus, no, we still need to get rid of one more. So that's 7. How about this 2? Nothing there. How about this 6? Nope. Nothing there. We know there's gonna be 1 here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that doesn't mean we know anything about these 2 or these 2 yet. Well, this 7 probably tells us that there is 1 here and there is 1 here. But we're not certain of that yet. This 2 doesn't help. Actually, this 2 has already been resolved, hasn't it? This 1 is the next one. And then this 2 has been resolved. And this 5 means the 7's been resolved. This 4 doesn't mean anything. 3 non-consecutive doesn't mean anything. If we solved 1 more here, that would give us a solution. What's the next step? This 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. almost. If we get rid of one more on that row. 4. How about 7? No. How about the 7 here? No. Let's go out to the menu. Reset. So this 4 has been satisfied. This 2's been satisfied. This 1, this 4, this one's done. This one's done. This one's done. This one's done. This 6 has been satisfied. This 2 has been satisfied. This 7. Let's just keep it. For now, this 3, this 2, keep that. I must have turned that off at some point. I did, didn't I? This 9, let's see. 5, 7, 8, 9, that one's done. This 5, we still need that. This 1. This 8, still need this. This one's been satisfied. This 5, this 5, this 5. We can get rid of that 5. This 4 is done. This 11 is done. This is done. This is done. This is done, this is done, this is done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. There's 1 in this row. We know there's 2 non-consecutive in this. Well, no, there's only 1 in that row. This is done. So what's the piece that we're missing? I don't know. This 5. 1, 2. Now that doesn't help anything. Unless maybe it does. Maybe this 7 tells us something about this. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We know there can't be that many. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at most there could be one, at least there could be 1 here. There's at least 1 there. So we know there's 1 here. Let's add that. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. There's 3. At least. Maybe 4. But then nothing else helps us, does it? This 4 tells us that there's only 1 here, actually. At most. So that doesn't really help us either. And then this 7 here tells us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's at least 1 here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There has to be 1 here. There doesn't have to be 1 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There has to be 1 here. So from that, I think that means there are 2 here in these rows, and then 3, and then 4. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Man, it feels like I'm working towards some solution, but it's not there. There's not enough logic there. There's some assumptions are having to be made. Let's see, this is done. This is done. If we go the same opposite direction, means nothing. 3 non-consecutive doesn't mean anything right now. Two, that doesn't mean anything. That one's done. So where's the next entrance? Where's the next section? Is it just 3 here? This 5 tells us that there has to be 1 here. Okay. And then there could be 1 here. Alright. And then there could be 1 here, or here, or here, or here. Yes. All of those statements are true and yet not useful when combined. Right. How about this 6? We know there's 1 here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there has to be 1 here, 6. Ah, doesn't that mean that these are all out? Let's count again. There has to be 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one of them has to be here. So that's 6. That means these are all out. So when this 6 comes back around, and we don't know about that yet. Let's not get to there. How about this 7 though? So there's 1 here, but there may be potentially 2 here. Could be, there has to be at least 1 here. And then that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's say that this was 1, that would be 6. And this could be included, or this could be included. And there's really no way of telling. I don't see a solution to even figuring this out without getting these 2, getting some of these like this and this. We have to use those to empty this section, or at least get to that section, and that's probably going to open up this section. Or maybe there would be something over here that would get us to that section. This 6 doesn't tell us enough. We know there's 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 5 here, could be, well, actually, at most it could be 5 here and 6 here, couldn't it? Maybe this is the solution. At most it could be 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's included. This 2 gets rid of this. This 2 includes this. This 6 now, 1 is not satisfied quite yet, but we know what we're doing. And then this 7 tells us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 7 here, could be 7 here. It's still impossible to tell. But this gets rid of this, actually. Then that gets back to this point, and this one gets rid of this one, actually. So then that gets back to this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that satisfies that. This 6 now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means this is out. Plus this already would have gotten rid of that. So that's satisfied. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere there. Doesn't matter. Now this 2 gets rid of these 2. This 4 is only touching 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are all in. This 5 tells us we should only be touching 5, which, let's see, 3 non-consecutive means gets rid of this. 2 means one of those has to be in. 3 means it has to be this one. Get rid of that. So now back to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets rid of both of those and works their way down here as I suspected. There's only 1 here, so it has to be here. That's the only way to satisfy those 2. Gets rid of that. Let's see, this 2 is only touching 2, so that's in. This 3 gets rid of this. This 2 includes this. I believe that now leaves still 1 for this 5. Sadly. How about this 3 non-consecutive? Still plenty of opportunity there. 4, plenty of opportunity there. 5, nope. 1, no. So it must be something like this. This 4 doesn't show a way. I mean, it could be 1 here and 1 here, or 1 here and 1 here. How about this 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just have no clue. And then this 5 could be here, or here, or here, or here. How about this 7? This 2 has been satisfied, so we can get rid of this. How about the 6? Well, the 6 tells us that it's right here. Ah, that's what we needed. We've been using that and looking at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus this one is 6. There's only 1 there, so these all go away. That means of the opportunities, it's here and here for this. It's 1 here for this. And for this one, it's 2 here for this. And then 3 non-consecutive there. So do I have to pull out the big math now? the 5 here as it is. This 5 needs 5. So there's 1 here, 2 here. From this section, there could be 1 more. So that would be 3. From this selection, there can be 1 more. In fact, there has to be 1 more. So that's 3. And from this selection, because I took 1 out, there has to be 1 more. So that's 4. So there's 4 that have to be here. And so where's, and 5 that may be here. Does that specifically eliminate these? Not really. Not really at all. How about this 7? How about this 4? There has to be 1 between these 2. There has to be 1 between these 2, but that might be the same 1. Where's that next entrance? The next bit of information we need. Let's say, for instance, we ensured that we guessed that those were in here. How about this 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still 1 short. Is there any way we could solve for this? Well, this 1, if this was the right one, there's only 8 mines remaining. I could just guess. I could guess 50-50 shot here. If it's right, then great. If it's wrong, doesn't matter. As soon as this one eliminates one of these, that then probably, if it eliminates this side, would help this 10 fill in this side, which then all of a sudden solves so many problems. So the question is, how can I guarantee that this is right? I don't see a way to guarantee it's right. Something needs to be telling us this information. And the only thing I could think of that would tell us this information would be this. But if I was wrong and it was here, then this could be. I don't think I'm wrong, though. So do I want to get 1 step away from it and potentially guess, or do I want to potentially guess here? Well, not potentially guess, I'm totally going to guess. Let's guess. My guess is going to be that this eliminates this. Nope, it's in. So 5, that helps almost nothing. It helps nothing at all. So how could we have gotten that info? I've only made one mistake. If I could figure out here a way to solve it without making any more mistakes, that would be great. Let's check again, make sure. I mean, I end up doing this so often now. Just bringing back all the icons. All the things I've marked off. Just checking and double checking. This feels like accountant's work. I took an accounting class. It was pretty fun, but this feels very annoying, like all day you're just running numbers over and over again, which I seriously doubt actual accountants do. Well, I bet they do actually do that, but I bet they use computers that assist them a little bit more than this game is assisting me. How about this 11? No, nothing there. This 4. Yeah, it hasn't been resolved, so I'll leave it. This 1, this 2, this 5, this 4, this 3, this 4, this 7, this 3, this 10, this 2, this 9, this 5, this 5, this 4. But yeah, I'm just going over all the information that's not relevant anymore. And seriously, I just feel like I need to guess again. Like, it doesn't feel like anything's different. Like this 5 tells us that there's 1 here at most. There has to be 1 here. This 4 tells us that there has to be 1 here, and there has to be 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves only 1 here. This 1 tells us that if this was here, then this couldn't have 1. And this 10 tells us that at most there would be 3 here, but if there was 1 here, then, well, then nothing. That 10 doesn't really help at all. How about this 4 though? The 4 here doesn't change any bit of information. Really. It's useless. Isn't it? Like, yeah, it is. How many, and then, well, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in there somewhere. And for this 10 to work, doesn't 5 have to be here in this? Because the 5 here plus this plus this and this. That's only 8. That means 2 have to be in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 for those 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this can be included to start with, and then 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 has to be these 2. One of these 2. So that's out. This is starting to feel riskier and riskier by the second. I feel like I'm guessing. I don't feel like I'm finding solutions. How about now this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, finally. In and in with that resolves that. So now 1 here, 2 here, 3 between these 2, 4 between these 2, 5 eliminates this. What does this do? This now 7. How's this work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Probably not. 4 plus 7. It's still, the 7's not low enough. How about this 4? This 4 has been satisfied. When did I do that? Interesting. Get rid of this, 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 and this. Get rid of that. Well, now this 5 can only be satisfied with this. This 4 can only be satisfied with this one. This 3 was satisfied at some point. When did that happen? I have no freaking clue. It's all happening. We're solving it. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. How about this 10 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That includes that one. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is solved, so that one is out. So we've resolved that. This 5 has been resolved, so we've resolved that. This 5 has been resolved, so we resolved that. Did we get into the solution here by guessing, or what? I don't know. This is resolved, this is resolved, this was resolved. This is resolved, this is resolved. We have one remaining. We have one possible place, and we somehow did it with only one mistake. So unless I literally click the wrong button here, I'll get it done. And I didn't click the wrong button. Great. Great, great. And that music just goes on forever, doesn't it? So we took an hour and 15 minutes to get to that. Next episode, we've got this huge behemoth of a puzzle to do. And then We'll probably try and squeeze in this final one. It's probably not that difficult. I guess I'll try and play this off screen because I didn't solve that one. But otherwise, we're getting towards the end. Should be 1, maybe 2 more episodes. We're 89% done. And that's going to be it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.